take a look at our next matchup here on FS1 between Kent Cruz and Erik Castillo. Sean, take us behind the numbers.
Well, Kent Cruz is in shape and ready for this fight. Erik Castillo is not. 145 is way out of the weight range, and I'm not expecting this to last long.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Microsoft Theater here in Los Angeles, we continue with action as we have 8 rounds in the super lightweight division. As we want to introduce our 3 judges scoring this contest at ringside, they will be Carla Cais, Don DeVergas, and Damian Walton. The referee in charge when the bell sounds is Eddie Hernandez Sr. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He comes in wearing the black and the white, weighing in officially at already 145 pounds. His record includes 9 wins, 3 of those coming by way of knockout against 2 losses. Fighting out of Tijuana, Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Erik Guerrero Castillo. And across the ring, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner. He comes in wearing the black, blue, and the white, weighing in officially at 139.5 pounds. His record a perfect 1, 15 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 9 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Houston, Texas, by way of St. Louis, Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kent, the Puerto Rican sensation, Cruz.
All right, gentlemen, been over the rules with your both. You're professionals. I expect you to conduct yourself as such. Touch gloves. Good luck.
Kent Cruz, who is in his first fight with renowned trainer Ronnie Shields. They've been together for 7 weeks, but this is their first fight together, taking on Erik Castillo. For Cruz, he's coming off a layoff of 20 months, 621 days to be exact. But Kent Cruz feels like he could be the next star representing Puerto Rico. He was actually born in Providence, Rhode Island, but he moved to St. Louis. A big left hook to start for Kent Cruz. Boy, Sean, he might make good on your prediction and not allow this fight to get out of the first.
I'm going to say something now before it's too late. He's a sharp boxer, and right now it looks like he knows exactly what he wants to do with Erik Castillo.
Would look like Kent Cruz. They were trying to tap gloves, and then, my goodness, they immediately started off strong. Kent Cruz actually was the chief sparring partner for Ryan Cowboy Caro, who came up short against Mario Barrios last Saturday in a world title matchup at 140. But Kent Cruz told me that he's very proud of his Puerto Rican heritage, grew up watching Felix Tito Trinidad, and also he said that he did not learn English until he was 5 years old. He spoke nothing but Spanish, so he is bilingual, is the 27-year-old.
Using both hands as well. He's doing the right things. You know, just keep it basic.
Okay? Keep your head up.
And touching Castillo. At this point, that's all you want to do. Touch the guy, and then later on you figure out exactly where he's at, and you'll land a big bomb.
Our referee in charge, Eddie Hernandez Sr., who is in his 17th year as an official. But Kent Cruz looking sharp, even though he's had 20 months off.
Yeah, I was going to say, the thing about this fight, both guys got this fight on short notice. However, Kent Cruz was training in preparation to fight, last week, I think it was.
So I'm glad you brought that up, because Kent Cruz has been in 2 bubbles. He was supposed to be fighting on the non-televised undercard down in San Antonio with Gervonta Davis and Leo Santa Cruz, but his opponent backed out, did not take his COVID test, so he got moved here to Los Angeles and had to take another COVID test. Thankfully, that came back negative, and he had to enter the Los Angeles bubble.
And the #1 thing right now is COVID. That has stalled a lot of guys' careers, and even right now you have 2 guys who are getting prepared but didn't know when it was go time, and looks like Kent Cruz was ready to go when the call was made.
For Erik Castillo, he's making his U.S. debut. He is 0-2 against opponents with winning records, so he's had relatively light opposition. All of his 11 fights have taken place in Tijuana.
I love this because it's funny just watching it. People will ask me, well, why didn't he throw anything back? He's outclassed. He's out, just too much speed coming at him, and he doesn't know what to throw. He doesn't know when to throw. Right now, Castillo is just taking steps back, and if Kent Cruz can give him some breathing room, We might see a jab.
Kent Cruz trained under the guidance of Ronnie Shields. Ronnie told me that he's a good boxer, has plenty of skills, and he feels like he can make some moves at 140.
Yeah, Ronnie being one of the sharper coaches out there right now, he knows what he's looking at. And Kent Cruz is giving it to us right now in just one round.
So Erik Castillo certainly in for a fight. As the fight began, he went up and tried to touch gloves, and instead he gets a left hook that missed, but then he ate a left hook that landed clean. We'll come back with the second. Round 2, this one scheduled for 8. Kent Cruz and Erik Castillo here at 140.
You know, we ended that round talking about Ronnie Shields. I didn't hear everything he said in the break, but I do know he said no more wild shots, throw the jab. And so look for Kent Cruz to be even sharper this round than he was in the first round.
So Kent Cruz has an interesting story. He's now residing in the Houston area, training under Ronnie Shields, but he grew up in the first 10 years of his life living in Providence, Rhode Island, where he was born. Then he moved to St. Louis. He said he represents St. Louis quite well. He's very familiar with Corey Spinks, and incidentally used to be a sparring partner for Devin Alexander, former champion of the world.
There you go. You need that. You need that coming up. And to be able to make that move from St. Louis to Ronnie Shields, take what he knew coming from St. Louis, and to go down there now with Ronnie, it's only going to make him better.
Well, so far, he isn't showing any ill effects of that 20-month layoff, Sean.
No, I haven't seen anything. One thing I would like to see is some feints. Right now, Castillo is all defense. If you can get a guy to show where his defense is going to be, then you'll be able to find the offensive openings.
100 seconds remaining here in the second.
100 seconds, huh?
Yeah, 100 seconds.
Never heard that
you
one.
know, a little something that I like to add to my arsenal, my repertoire. Right now, though, Kent Cruz is looking to add a knockout to his resume.
Yeah, you know, and he's a young fighter. For us young fighters, the jab can get boring, but sometimes this is just all it takes. And right now, it just takes the jab for Cruz. Land that jab and build from there. I think that's what Ronnie is telling him. Just land the jab, and then, you know, another opening will present itself.
You haven't really dealt with this, but I'm sure you've talked with other fighters. What is it like in their first fight together with a new trainer?
Yeah, you know, I haven't really dealt with that, but I got a feeling everything is brand new. From the moment you leave the hotel, get to the back room, now you're in the ring. You know, it's just, it's all new. You know, the only familiar part, obviously, for both guys is the actual fight. So that's the one thing they share in common, which will
Don't hit him in the back of the head.
beneficial at this point.
Cabeza arriba, okay?
Eddie Hernandez, a 17-year veteran, warning about the no clash of heads. Under 30 seconds left in the second. Nice right hand that sprayed Castillo.
Yeah, see, a feint will make Castillo go a certain way, do a certain move, bring his hands up or down, and you'll create an opening. You have to be patient and create the opening.
Final stages of our second stanza. And I believe they have just waved off the fight, to my knowledge. They are taking the gloves off of Erik Castillo. And I believe that his corner has waved it off. So this would likely be, unless we get anything different from the referee, Jose Lopez, his trainer, has waved it off. And Kent Cruz remains undefeated with a victory over Erik Castillo. As we just saw Kent Cruz pick up his 4th knockout in his last 5 fights. And here was how the fight ended, Sean.
You know, Kent was sharp. Straight punches and just listening to the corner, taking his time. And the fight just ended up being waved off. I think his coach knew that he was outmatched.
Well, let's look at the numbers of this second round of victory for Kent Cruz.
I didn't even see 85 from Erik. He was outmatched, and speed, quickness, the whole 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 2 minutes, 59 seconds of the second round. Referee in charge, Eddie Hernandez Sr., waves off the fight on advice of the corner of Erik Castillo. Your winner by technical knockout and still undefeated, Kent, the Puerto Rican sensation, Cruz. So the first fight together with Ronnie Shields was a successful one, Sean.